Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am very excited because I just picked up a new watch on Amazon and I can't wait to get this thing open and show you because it may be my new favorite watch. Let's get started. Alright, as we tear into our paper packaging here from Amazon, we have our G-Shock outer box, which is only slightly dinged up and marred from the poor paper packaging. Paper, guys? Really? Come on. Really would love to have seen some outer packaging, like a box and some other cushioning to preserve our G-Shock presentation, but at under $100, I'm not going to complain too hard. So, lame shipping packaging aside, let's do a quick wrist check. And I am wearing my Casio Pathfinder. This is one of my favorite action adventure watches. This is a true ABC watch. Has an altimeter, barometer, compass, as well as a thermometer. Love the cloth strap on this one. Very lightweight, super rugged watch. Great for travel. But today it's all about our new G-Shock. And can't wait to get this thing open. Still bummed about that ding on the package though. Did I mention that yet? Let's look at the barcode, and again, the model number here is the GW2310FB-1 and with all the small talk out of the way, let's get to the unboxing. Popping open our package here, we see yes, we do have the signature G-Shock hex-shaped tin can that I always love, and it just makes the unboxing experience all the more special when you see a extra touch, such as a cool looking collectible tin can. Again, the top of the can, very interesting. You have like a G-Shock looking bezel lid. Of course, water resistant 20 bar since 1983. Popping open this lid, we see a warranty card in the top here and also our user's guide. And this is module 3195. Nice, clean, crisp instruction book. We'll look at that in just a few. But let's get to our awesome watch, and pretty standard stuff here on their packaging. Always well protected, even though these watches don't need much protection. You can see your retail hang tag, US $150 suggested. Let's get this thing out of the plastic, and there it is, our shiny blacked out watch. You'll notice all of the lettering is blacked out, and we have a reverse LCD display and that wonderful stainless steel bezel. What a beautiful looking watch. Pulling the strap, pretty simple strap here. First impression is this is gorgeous. Super lightweight. This one's under 2.4 ounces. There's the stainless steel back plate there. Got a pretty brushed plain buckle there for the strap. You got your default 1.5 second light that we can extend out to 3 seconds, and we'll look at that in a little bit. This is a solar watch. There's a solar panel built in, so you got tough solar. You've got your atomic multiband 6 antenna, all the features that I adore, and a G-Shock. Well protected buttons. Let's flip this thing around here and look at the back plate. Again, it's a stainless steel back plate. This is a 200-meter water resistant watch, and it is made in Thailand and totally appears to be well put together. The fit and finish are awesome, and I am very, very happy so far. This could shape up to be one of my favorite watches. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but so far I'm thinking this is a huge bargain. Let's go ahead and set our watch down and get the rest of the unboxing out of the way. Taking a look at the user's guide. It's module 3195. And always easy to read these Casio manuals. I love how they lay them out. Got our warranty, G-Shock warranty card. Standard 1-year warranty. And you can register it online. And that's pretty much everything in the box. What a great presentation. Straightforward. Love everything I'm seeing so far. Take a quick peek at Casio's website. We have the GW2310FB-1 retailing for $150. And the big features of this one, of course, were the reverse LCD display. I love that stainless steel bezel that's encapsulated in all that wonderful resin armor there. And then, of course, my favorite features of all G-Shocks, of all watches, the tough solar power, the multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping, and last but not least, 200-meter water resistant. I did find this online for $97.85 on Amazon. The prices are going to fluctuate. Since I did make my purchase, I noticed the price has gone up now from 97 and change to over 109. There is a non-reverse LCD display version of it for $87.63, which I think is a great value. Let's look real quick at some of my favorite features of this particular watch. Why did I choose this model? Well, I do love the negative display. I think that adds a lot of modern, high-quality curb appeal to this watch. Also, of course, tough solar. I love self-charging watches, and that solar power will keep this thing running forever. Multi-band 6, it is self-adjusting, so it's going to find antennas around the globe and keep accurate time. I don't have to worry about setting it. The case diameter, this is a smaller G-Shock. Usually you're looking at 50 millimeter plus. For a G-Shock, this one's 46.4. I have smaller wrists. This I feel is going to fit me better. It is super lightweight, only 2.38 ounces, so should be quite comfortable. And last but not least, water resistant up to 200 meters. So water resistant, can bring this outdoors, not have to worry about it. And that's the real concept of G-Shock anyway. It's a durable watch that's going to take whatever you can throw at it. Let's get back to our watch here. And you can see, we'll go through the modes real quick here. Just you have the world time is your second screen. I leave mine set to London, but you can adjust that. Built-in alarms. You have stopwatch. You have, I'm trying to get this on here without the glare. You have a countdown timer, and then we're back to the home screen, and that's pretty much it. It's a very simple package here, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying to get this on camera. I gotta change the exposure to see if we can get this without the glare. But this is a negative display, and it's got a very lovely mineral crystal, which is causing a lot of glare there. As you can see, I'm having trouble at this exposure setting, so I'll get that adjusted real quick. Let's put a caliper on this thing and confirm the size. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking at just over 46 millimeter, very mild-mannered, very comfortable looking, proportionate watch for, especially if you have a smaller wrist. This is something I can't wait to get this on to take a look at how it feels, but love it on paper, the size of this watch. Alright, back to our home screen here. Let's see if we can adjust the time zone. So real quick, I'm going to hold down the adjust button for a couple seconds until it puts it into adjust. Again, I'm at the main screen, and I'm going to scroll west is reverse to the correct time zone, and if I hit forward, it'll go back east. So I'm closer to the Denver time zone, so that's where we're at right now. And again, I can't stress how dark the screen is. I've had to really change the exposure on this camera to get you to this screen because it's a lot darker than it appears right now on the camera. In world time, I'm now going to set, you just simply change the mode to world time, and I can scroll west and then hit the forward button to scroll back towards the east. And then again, you find the city that you want to show that current time in your world time mode, and then hit the mode button again. That takes you to our alarms, and you can see here if we hit the forward button, we've got scroll through our alarms. We have 4 alarms plus a snooze alarm, so 5 alarms, and then we can get to the signal where we can turn that on and off for the signal to chime on the hour. And back to the alarm 1. Hit the mode button again. Now we're in stopwatch mode. Start stop with the forward button there, low right, and then reset with the top right button. And lastly, we have the countdown timer. And in this screen, if we hold down the adjust, we can get to the selections where we can change it from hours down to minutes, and it'll count down from 24 hours down to a minute timer. So very useful. Just decide on what you want to program in here, and this looks like we're going to do 4 hours just to see what it looks like, and then boom, let the countdown begin. And then of course if we hit the, actually that's the reset button, hit the forward button to stop it and then reset it, we can reset our timer. And if you're used to Casio or G-Shocks like I am, these are pretty basic functions that are pretty streamlined down the whole platform. This is a good look here. You can also see the gray surrounding of the screen, and that is actually your solar panel. In this slide, I wanted to take that opportunity to at least point that out while we had it. Alright, we're back at our home screen here, and I just want to show you just some of the adjustment options from the home screen. If we hold down the adjust button for a couple of seconds, you can see now I'm into the time zone mode. I can scroll west to east to find the city that's closest to me for my main home screen time. Hit the mode button again and that'll scroll through, and that takes us into daylight savings mode. You can turn it to auto on or off. I have it on auto, so we're in daylight savings time mode. Turn that on, off, or auto with our forward button. Scrolling the mode button again to the next parameter that's adjustable, we can go 12 to 24 hour mode. And now we're at the time adjustment. We can adjust seconds, hours, minutes, of course the year, the month, and the day. And now here is your key button. You can turn your sound on and off. You can mute it or let it sound. Hit the button again, and this is your light mode. Right now it's defaulting to 1.5 seconds from the factory. Hit our forward button to go for 3 seconds, which I prefer. Keep that light on a little longer. And now your power save mode. You can toggle that on and off. And you can see the little fuel gauge at the top blinking. That'll turn the power save on and off. And now we're back to the time zone mode. So that's pretty much it for the main home screen adjustments. Pretty simple. Alright, let's get a closer look at the upper sub dial here. And again, I talked about the solar panel array. You can see that grayed out area there. Sorry for the reflection. Love that mineral crystal. Very high quality, but very shiny crystal. This little fuel gauge here, there's a couple of things. We showed you the power save is on right now. You can turn that on and off. There's a charge indicator, and then low, medium, and then high. Right now I'm at a medium charge because just got this out of the box. So I'm going to have to get this some daylight to charge up our power meter. But that's it. That's your little fuel gauge there. And again, your solar array surrounds the screen there, which is pretty nice. Really nice package here. I'm very impressed with what you're getting for the money. This is probably my new favorite watch. I'm not going to lie. I got to get this thing on my wrist to confirm, but I just love the way it looks. Those of you that are wondering, my former favorite G-Shock is the 6900. I actually gave that to a friend, so I don't even have that anymore. So I've got to get another 6900, but I don't know. This one's really filling the void right now. Let's get this on wrist in a second to confirm. A couple of other details here. Looking at the underside of this buckle, we do see the Casio brand. It says Casio Thailand, if you can make that out. Very simple band, but it feels very comfortable. I can't wait to put it on. Got the little contour shapes there to accommodate. Just trying to give you some different angles here of what this watch has to offer. One cool thing I wanted to show you that I almost forgot about was from the home screen, I can leave it in day and date mode or toggle it to the world time. Right now I have it set to London. Right now it's 8:16 p.m. in London, and you can see that will be right from my home screen. you have that option to set that up, which is very, very cool. As far as the atomic timekeeping, from the home screen, if you hit the lower right button, it puts you into the radio control feature. Holding down the adjust button, you can actually turn on and off the auto receive, which basically triggers it to look for a radio signal at midnight, and then every coming hour after that to try to find a signal to refresh and update the time and date of the watch. So set it to this and forget it. So every night about midnight, this thing will be looking for Fort Collins to refresh the time for me. I love it. Quick example of the light here. Let me go ahead and hit the lights, and we'll take a deeper look at the light setting here. Again, I hope you can. This is coming out on camera. This is I got it in 3-second mode. Wonderful light array. That EL light panel really lights up that negative display well. All right, taking some other looks here. You can definitely see, due to the contour underside of that strap, this is definitely going to be a side sleeper on your nightstand. It's not going to let you lay it down flat, but let me see if I can adjust the camera here and get you a better angle. Just trying to give you some different looks here of this watch. Really love the simplicity of the strap. Let me get this hang tag off of here so we can get to some comparisons and then get it on the wrist. And later that day, he finally got the string unhitched, and just a closer look at this retail hang tag. You can see the barcode. We got the module $31.95, and of course our retail price suggested of $150 US. Finally, let's get to some comparisons here. You saw my Pathfinder earlier, and this Pathfinder is closer to 51 millimeter, and you can see it's a lot bigger. Just to give you some perspective on these watches. The other thing you'll notice is changing the angle here. The height is pretty comparable. The thickness of these watches. The G-Shock's a little bit thicker at 15.6 millimeter thick versus the 15.4 of the Pathfinder. But overall, the Pathfinder is a much bigger watch. You can see the display on the Pathfinder is a lot bigger. See the time. So that's something to consider as well. With a smaller watch, you're going to get a smaller time face. There's the stamping on the back. And that's a look at these two. It's hard to catch these both in the low glare at the same time there. And you can see my Pathfinder is a little bit out of sync. This Pathfinder does not have multi-band, so I do need to tweak that one and make sure I sync that back up with the proper time. And lastly, you'll notice that, again, this G-Shock is a blackout. All the lettering has been blacked out. Let's put this one aside real quick and grab the legendary SKX007 from Seiko. And this one's a 43 millimeter diver watch. Just to give you some size perspective. Both watches look really, really good. Can't tell you how much I love my SKX007, a watch they recently discontinued, which I find hard to believe, but oh well. I'm sure they'll be bringing it back. It's a legend. And as much as I love my G-Shocks, there are days when only an SKX007 will do. But that's why we have more than one watch, right? And these, if you were only going to own 2 watches, these 2 might be on my short list because I'm really falling in love with this G-Shock. I'm going to get this thing on wrist and wrap this video up. Moment of truth. Let's get this thing strapped on so I can conclude my opinion of this watch, and you can see how many spaces I am from the end. My wrists are just under 7 inches, so Very comfortable. Of course, I told you how light this watch is. Strap is very lightweight, very minimalist. Can barely feel the strap on my wrist right now. And the watch looks and feels really good. And I'm tickled by this reverse LCD display. Again, I think the theme with this watch is it's a blacked out watch. You're not supposed to be advertising the time. From your perspective, you're going to be able to see the time perfectly, but it's blacked out so you can be discreet. And I really love what this watch is all about. I love the rugged surround of the resin casing around that stainless steel bezel. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. It's got a real classy sophistication. It's got a modern vibe, but also a very rugged, outdoorsy vibe. I can see this watch being very versatile. I love the screen. Feels really good. This may be my new favorite watch. 15.6 millimeter ride height. Still feels good. Sleeve can fit over it decently. Excellent. Hitting the lights, I wanted to show you what it looks like from when it's on the wrist, the perspective of the light, and also show you that it does have an auto EL feature. So let me engage the light here to show you how legible the screen is. If I hold down the button for the light for a few seconds, maybe you'll see that it will turn on auto EL. I don't know if you can see that. I'm holding it down. There it goes. See auto EL, the AEL there. So when you basically tilt your wrist from a standard posture towards your face, the light kicks on automatically, which is a very cool feature that never gets old. I always leave my watches set up for that, and this watch has the auto illuminate. So the auto electroluminescent feature, very cool. And if you hold it down, you can turn that feature back off. So what are my final thoughts on this watch? The G-Shock GW2310FB-1. This is an amazing watch, and I am in love. I think this is going to be on my wrist for a long time. I'm going to have a hard time not wearing this thing. I love the screen. I love how comfortable it is, and I am thrilled. I love the blacked out look, and if you can find this online for under $100, it is a no-brainer, and I highly recommend. I will provide a link in the description, so if you want to pick one up, hopefully you'll find it for under $100. I still think it's worth it either way. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you like this watch? Do you hate it? Give me your feedback. I really appreciate you watching my channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to try to keep these videos coming. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.